If you're thinking about selling your home in Santa Fe, I want to share something that most sellers do not fully understand. The first 2 to 3 weeks your home is on the market are everything. That is when your listing has the most visibility, the most energy, and the highest likelihood of attracting strong offers. And once that window passes, it is very difficult to recreate that same momentum. So the question becomes, how do you make sure your home launches correctly from day one? Today, I'm going to walk you through my orchestrated launch strategy, which is how I prepare every listing before it ever hits the market. Because I do not believe in testing the market, I believe in launching with intention. Why do the first 2 weeks matter so much? When your home first goes live, it is pushed out to the entire marketplace at once. Buyers who have been waiting, brokers who have clients, online search platforms, everyone sees it at the same time. If your home is properly prepared, priced correctly, and presented well, you create competition. If it is not, you lose that moment. And once you lose it, you are often chasing the market instead of leading it. That is why everything I am about to show you happens before we go live. Professional photography that actually tells a story. The first thing buyers see are your photos. And not just whether you have professional photography, but how those photos are presented. I use professional photography on every listing. This includes drone photography so buyers can understand the location, the setting, and how the home sits on the land. But here is where I go further. I do not just upload photos. I curate the order of the photos intentionally to build interest as someone scrolls. You are not just showing rooms, you are telling a story. And I write captions for the photos. That does two things. It highlights desirable features that might otherwise be missed, and it helps buyers understand exactly what they are looking at. That clarity matters. Floor plans, because buyers expect them. Included with the photography is a floor plan with room dimensions. This has become incredibly important to buyers. People want to understand how the home lives before they ever step inside. It helps them visualize furniture placement, flow, and functionality. And it often determines whether they schedule a showing. This is one of the simplest ways to increase serious buyer interest. I invest in the marketing up front. This is something I want sellers to really understand. I invest my own marketing dollars into your listing before it goes live. That includes the drone photography, the floor plan, a professionally shot video, and a 3D virtual tour. The video allows buyers to emotionally connect with the home. The 3D tour allows them to walk through it virtually from anywhere in the world. Especially for relocation buyers, which we see a lot of in Santa Fe, this is critical. This is not an add-on later, this is part of the launch. A property description designed for today's buyer. The property description is not just a paragraph. It is a strategic marketing tool. I write the description to highlight the features that matter most to buyers in Santa Fe. Views, orientation, outdoor living, proximity to trails, architectural details, upgrades, and then I take it a step further. I run that description through AI to optimize how the property appears in search results. Buyers are increasingly using AI tools to search for homes, so your listing needs to be written in a way that those systems can understand and surface. This is about meeting buyers where they are today. A dedicated property showcase website. Every listing gets its own property showcase website. This is a centralized place where buyers can access everything. Photos, video, the 3D tour, floor plan, and property details. It creates a clean, elevated presentation and makes it easy to share. When someone is serious about your home, this is where they go to dive deeper. Strategic placement across platforms. Once everything is ready, we launch strategically. That includes placement across Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Each platform reaches a different audience: local buyers, relocation buyers, other brokers. The goal is to create as much visibility as possible right out of the gate. Because again, momentum matters, making it easy for brokers to write an offer. This is one of the most overlooked pieces of the process. I gather all available documents before we go live. This includes a survey, a list of improvements with timeline and costs, utility bills, septic documents, well documents, transferable warranties, covenants, conditions, and restrictions. Anything a buyer or their broker might need to feel confident writing an offer. Because here's the reality. When a broker has to chase down information, it slows things down. And sometimes it causes buyers to move on. When everything is organized and available up front, it removes friction. It makes your home easier to say yes to. The difference between listing and launching. There is a difference between putting a home on the market and launching it. Listing is passive. Launching is intentional. Every step that you take before going live either builds momentum or weakens it. And once you hit the market, you cannot go back and recreate that first impression. In closing, this is my orchestrated launch strategy: professional photography, drone imagery, curated photo order with captions, floor plans, video, and 3D tours, AI-optimized property descriptions, a dedicated property website, strategic social media placement, and complete documentation ready from day one. This is how I position a listing to perform at its highest level right out of the gate, and this is how I approach every listing regardless of the price point. Because every property and every seller deserves this white glove service. If you are thinking about selling your home in Santa Fe and want to approach it strategically, I would love to talk with you. I also hold the Santa Fe Specialist designation, which means I have completed advanced coursework focused on the history, land use, water rights, architectural styles, zoning, neighborhood nuances, and cultural foundations that make Santa Fe unique. It allows me to guide you not just in marketing your home, but in positioning it within this very specific market. If you're even considering selling, please reach out. We can walk through your home and create a plan tailored to your goals. And if this video was helpful, like and subscribe so you can continue learning how the Santa Fe real estate market really works. I'll see you in the next one.